Hi, my name is Kinga and this is Presspos, the place that offers you tools and frameworks to help you manage your career. Now, in the last session, we talked about planning, setting up 3 clear priorities for the week, and setting up very first steps to help you just get started. But how long does it actually take till those plans meet with reality? And what to do in the face of unexpected? Stay with me for so-called midweek review, where we're going to cover all those details. And we're back, and to get started, I did want to share with you a small secret. I am a planner. I love planning. I have my weekly to-dos probably set every single day of the week. I also plan for every single day. I plan when I get started on a particular task. I plan after I meet with stakeholder, actually before I meet with stakeholder as well. You get the point, I plan. But as much as I love planning, I do recognize there is a long way from planning to actually getting things done. And so many things can stand in between those. So let's check. Raise your hand if you ever planned a task and assume it would take 2 hours. It took 2 days. Raise your hand if you ever assumed, oh, here are my priorities for the week, I know what to do. But 20 minutes later, your boss called saying, actually, we have another fire drill that we have to focus on this week. Raise your hand if you ever set a deep, focused work time and you just sat down to your laptop and then something personal completely distracted you. 2 weeks ago, I threw a glass of water on my laptop. It wasn't working afterwards. So there you go. Also realizing that there will be those things happening. What do you do? What do you do about your week? I want to share with you a midweek exercise that just helps me every single Wednesday go back to my plan for the week, go back to everything I still want to accomplish, and make sure that I make the best out of those upcoming days. Let's go through it. You can use the template that we shared before, that we shared and used on Monday. You can also use a paper and pen or in any kind of application or a laptop, whatever works. Your starting point is the list of priorities that you wrote down on Monday. What are the 3 things you want to do? Now, the midweek exercise will consist of 3 parts. Part 1, question 1. Did I make any progress on my top priorities? Maybe you've already completed them. Congratulations. Maybe they are still work in progress. Maybe you need to reschedule them or cancel them. Maybe there are other priorities that are way more important at this moment. Midweek check-in is really the time to understand what's happening. This is the time left in a week, this is my energy level, this is what realistically has to happen. And it's okay to let go of things. Maybe you've already completed everything that's listed here, and so now you have more time to actually think, okay, what are the other things that I need to accomplish this week? And that's great. But maybe your priorities look very, very different right now from whatever they look like on Monday. And so you need to update everything that's happening here. So now is the time to say, okay, I'm letting go of this and this and this. I'm still focusing on that. And it's really okay. You just want to know where you want to be by end of this week. Step 1. Step 2. For any items that are rescheduled or cancelled or deprioritized, what has happened? And the magic won't happen after 1 week or 2. But the magic will happen after a couple of weeks. You will be able to spot patterns, I promise. And the things you want to look for at a certain point is, are those reasons within or beyond my control? And we'll discuss it way later, but for now, the part here that's the most important is just keeping track of things that are happening and why. And then step 3, what's the one thing that I can do to make this week a success? And this doesn't have to be a big thing, a sophisticated thing, or even a work-related thing. Honestly, sometimes it can be a thing that you would do for yourself, to just become more happy or more energized. Whatever it is that you think will make this week more successful. So let's go through it. 5 minutes, and let's write it down. And we're back. I hope this exercise was useful, and I want to share with you my answers just so that you can see what I'm typically looking at. Again, there aren't right or wrong answers here. I just want to be clear on it. This exercise should be useful for you. So whatever you're going to write down, as long as it's true, it's fine. And so on the progress part, I think from my side, I didn't get started on one of my priorities, which is conducting market research. And realistically, I won't have enough time to get started on it. So I'm rescheduling it. I'm deprioritizing it for this week. And I just know that this is one of the things that I'll have to be focused on next week. But for now, letting it go. In terms of next question, which is what has happened? So why didn't I start this thing? So other tasks on the list took way longer than I expected. And I think it's one of the lessons that I constantly see on my side, which is some items take way longer than I anticipate. And so a lesson for me is to just really book more time to get some things going. And then the last thing, what's the one thing I can do to make this week more successful? And here, again, it can be personal, can be small, whatever you think it is. From my side, I wrote it tonight. I can actually spend more time cooking to have my lunch ready for tomorrow and for Friday, which means that I would just spend way less time during the day on non-working things, and I'll be just really able to focus on the work that it's required. So again, it doesn't really have to be a work-related thing, as long as you think that it will just help you be more successful. And that's it for today. I hope this exercise was useful. It was definitely useful for me. And then just to recap, for the rest of the week, I typically just add every single day, did I work on my priorities or not? And then on Saturday, I do my end of the week review, which is honestly one of my favorite exercises. It's really useful. It gives me so many learnings. It makes me so excited for the next week every single time. And so please join me. We'll be discussing the what and the how and the who. And I think that's it for now. So happy Wednesday, happy hump day.